G'day guys, welcome back. It's flip cup time. It's been a while, hasn't it? I know, because I've been crazy mad about resin, and then I've been doing a lot of swipes, so I haven't really done a lot of flip cup pours. I did put up one the other day, the one with the coconut milk hair serum, but that was an old one that I just had in my phone storage, so I probably did it like a few months ago, but I thought I better put it up because you guys might like to see it. Now, this is the staggered swipe that I did the other day with the blues and browns, Winter Wonderland. It just looks like snow and ice and a little bit of, you know, dirt showing through. So I still had the colors up on my bench and I thought, let's do a flip cup in the same color. So it's dried beautifully, as you can see. I love that one. And I'd like to do a big one, but you know, there's no point me doing the same colors again, is there, on a big one? Or is that something that you'd like to see? It'd be pretty much the same, but bigger. So I don't know whether or not you'd want to see it or not, because it's the same colors. Right, actually, do you want to see the red diagonal swipe? Yeah, I think it's dry. I think it's dry. That was the red and black and gold. Let's see if I can show you the shimmer. Can't fit it all in. I'm not sure if it's going to shimmer for you, but that's it there. Dried. Yep, happy with that one. It's really pretty. Okay, let's get on to today's pour. So I've got two whites, I've got a brown, I've got a beige, I've got a navy blue and a grey. All Mont Marte colours. That's the white, and the new bottles now tell you down the bottom the opacity. Dirty fingers, sorry. So it's coloured in circles, so it is opaque. The grey is just white with a bit of black. That's that one. The navy is phthalo blue with a bit of black. See, that's half coloured in. That's semi-transparent or semi-opaque. And yeah, so that's that one. The beige, well, I'll tell you this one first. This one is burnt umber. That's still the old bottle, so it hasn't got old label. It hasn't got the opacity on it. So that's that one. This one here is basically white with just a little blob of the burnt umber. Okay, so those are my colours. I'm going to do 3 flip cups. It says no, just do 2. I'm jumping off. All right, we'll do 3 flip cups. I've sprayed them with some silicone oil spray. Get my gloves on. And pouring mix is my usual. 60% glue. This is Elmer's glue oil, and 40% water. Just leaves a little mound. Actually, I'll bring one of the cups up so that you can see my mound, hey? Would you like to see my mound? There we go. Now don't hold the stick way up here, because obviously you're going to get a different look because there's more weight dropping down. Just hold the stick about 1 inch from the surface and you can see the little mound it leaves. And if you do a ring like that, it's gone in like 2 or 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. It just sits on top for about 2 to 3 seconds and then it's gone, skis. So that's the consistency. For cells, we'll do the spot on treadmill silicone oil, and I'll just do 3 in each except for the white. 1, 2, 3, because the white's opaque, so I want the white to drop down around the colours. I want the white to drop down and make the ring, and then I want the semi-transparent the oil to come up through the middle of the white, and hopefully make us pretty colours. I feel as if I've forgotten how to do a flip cup pour. It's been ages. So the way I mixed these, the navy and the brown are quite thick. They have got 60 grams of pouring medium and 50 grams of paint, so nearly 1 to 1. The 2 whites are thin, so they've got 50 grams of pouring medium, and 60 grams of paint. Now I don't know which ones I've stirred. I think I've stirred you. I've stirred you. I should just do it in a line, hey, rather than picking cups up, because then I forget where I am. Stir them really well. Brown, the blue still feels a little bit thicker, but I'm going to go with it. Okay, let's start layering. This is a 30 by 40 centimetre canvas. See, now I can't even remember my inches. It's been so long. 30 by 40, 12 by 16 inch. All right. So we'll do 2 layers. So each cup needs to do 2 layers. So a little bit in the bottom. So how's everyone been going? I should do another live. Hey, would you like me to do a live? I was thinking of doing a live resin. What do you think? Because it's something that I can talk through a little bit more and answer your questions, because you know you have to stand there and stir for 4 or 5 minutes. Well, you do with your resin, you've got to stand there and stir. See, I could be talking to you and looking at the screen and answering questions and things. Whereas when I'm doing something like this, I have to concentrate on what I'm doing. I can't really look up at the screen. So I don't know, would anybody be interested in a live resin coaster pour? I'm hoping I've got enough blue. I've only got blue 1/6 because I've got 6 cups. So basically there's 600 grams roughly. 100 grams in each cup, 600 grams for this size. If you want to know what that is in ounces, divide it by 30. So what's that, 20 ounces? Something like that. So have you guys, any of you guys been getting into the resin like I have been recently? It's pretty much fun. I like it. I've been so scared to do resin for the last few years. And then I did it and I thought, God, this is just easy. I like this. Although I have had to go and buy all new products, which is a bit of a pain. But once you've got everything, you know, then you're right. You only use little amounts of your mica pigments and things. So once you've got them, a little bit goes a long way. So, you know, setuping is a little bit expensive, which, you know, it is in any hobby that you're starting, your setup costs. But you could sell your coasters, make a bit of money. You could give them away for Christmas presents, birthday presents. And they're only small, so, you know, it's much easier to post around the world than a big canvas. So, and it's fun. So you could try that. So if you want to follow me with acrylic pouring or with resin, feel free to subscribe and hit the little notification bell and then select all. Otherwise you won't be getting all the videos. You might only get a few here and there. And I do try to put one up a day for you. So some days, like today when I'm not working, it's actually a public holiday here today in Queensland. It's show day, even though we didn't have a show, it's still show day. So I might do, you know, 2 or 3 pours. I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do some coasters. So when I do work and I can't paint, then at least I've still got videos to put up for you. So that's my plan. But yeah, let me know if you want me to do a live resin in coasters, or would you just prefer me to do a live with acrylic pouring, or one of each. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm going to get a new phone tomorrow. I think I'll go tomorrow and do that, because I don't know that they'll be open today. One with a better camera, because at the moment I'm just filming on my camera, which is a Galaxy Note 8, but I'm thinking about getting the Galaxy S20 Plus. Is that a good one? I know the Ultra's better, and like I can do videos in 8K. Don't really know what that means, but I can do videos in 8K. But then you would have to have an 8K TV to be able to get the benefits of watching me pour in 8K. And I don't know that many people would have that yet. I'm sure it's coming. You know, all the TV and the new TVs will have the 8K. But at the moment, probably people don't. And there's no point spending almost $2,000 on a phone for 8K resolution if people can't watch it in 8K resolution because their TVs don't allow for it. I don't know. I don't really know that much about it. I only started researching it yesterday and I thought, oh, it's got like 5 cameras or something. Mine's got 2. My current phone's got 2 cameras. So I think with, like, if you've got extra cameras on it, if you select like a macro shot to zoom in on some cells or something, you know, it'll automatically swap over to the other camera. I think that's how it works. So I'm pretty excited. I'm going to go and get that because my phone plan, my 2-year phone plan ended last week. So that's worked out well. So hopefully my videos and photos and things will be a little bit more clear. Hopefully. Okay. Give them, probably don't need to wait really too long. I'll give them another minute. What else can I chat to you about? I'll just do it. All right, here we go. Flip and drag. There's a worm. Here I was worried about having too much, not enough blue. My gosh. Oh, that one's better. Look at the brown through there. Creamy colours. So I'm just going to put this on the corner. And the corner. Oh, and another blue one. Oh, I'm glad I got the brown in the middle. That's really pretty. I don't know why it's different. Like I layered them exactly the same, didn't I? I did. Exactly the same. Right, have I got any more in this one? Let's put a little bit more of this one out. I always start over the edge and then bring it up nice and gently. Just like that. You don't want to pour it in a circle or anything because you've got your lines there. You want to continue your lines here. These will probably get pushed off anyway. It's just going to help like the weight of the paint flow. Now these are my biggest areas here that need covering. So we'll tilt that way first. Normally when I do this size canvas, I use like closer to 700 grams. But I was actually thinking I was doing the smaller one and I only made up 500 grams. And I thought, oh, I need 700. I'll do another cup of white. So that takes me up to 600. But we'll see. Maybe I don't need 700. I'm just going to get my corner catcher. Hang on. One tick of the clock. Just a piece of cardboard that I folded in half. So basically what we're going to do, we want to cover those. So we need to go left and right to try and cover those. Because if I just went straight down, I'd lose all this paint from here and these wouldn't actually get covered. So we need to go left and right first. And then once I've covered those, see how that's getting smaller now? And I don't mind if that goes over because that's all stripy, so that can go over the edge. Let's go the other way. So we're trying to keep the paint on the canvas as much as possible. Oh, look at, see that worm? I'm going to actually try and get rid of that. See if I can get rid of him, or a little bit more of him anyway, because I don't like him. He's actually turning into more of a stripe now that I've been moving it around. Let me get rid of that corner. Okay, let's come around here and just get rid of that corner a little bit. Okay, there we go. So that's that side done. A little bit of a worm there as well. I mustn't have stirred my silicone properly in that, because that's a blob of silicone that's been stretched out. I like these colours though, very pretty, very beachy and sandy, aren't they? Okay, so let's torch. Got my big butane gun here, nice and high, remember, up high, don't get too close. Just go over it gently first, popping some bubbles. You can always go over it again. don't want to get too close, because then you'll kind of ruin it if you just get a big cluster of cells up. You're better off going a few times, nice and high. Maybe come down a little bit lower for your second one if you're not getting enough cells. A little bit lower for your second pass with the torch, but don't want to overdo it and get big clusters, because then you'll also get worms, caterpillars, if you get too close. I think it just brings up too much oil at once, and then they kind of join up together. Looks as if my navy is a little bit thicker than the others. I don't know if you can see down here where the navy is. See how I'm getting caterpillars in the navy? If your mix is a bit thick, you tend to get more caterpillars. And also if you get closer. Whoa, I got too close there. Look at that, Cell City. Concentrate, Julie. Stop talking. Concentrate on what you're doing, woman. All right, here we go. Concentrate. Where else? A few there. A few more in here. I'm getting a lot through there. Might be a little bit thicker. All right. That'll do for now. I can always torch a little bit more. I haven't got much through here. The ones I have got, oh my gosh, they're so pretty. Look at the Cell City there. It's going to have to go. It just got too close there. See how they just all come up together? And yeah, it's just too much. I prefer them just to have like a sprinkle of cells and space around them, because once you start stretching, they're going to get bigger, and these ones will just all bump into each other and join up, and they won't look like cells. So, all right, so now we do the same thing, left and right. If you just went straight down, your cells would just go elongated. So we want to go left and right to stretch them side to side, and then down at the same time, so that they just keep growing in a round circle rather than being elongated. Does that make sense to you? Now we're already over on this side. That side's not, so I need to go over on that side. I'm walking the paint down, and we'll go over the side at the same time. See how it's gone over? Go over the corner there, come back, go over the corner there, come back, and then what we need to do is walk it back. Actually, before I walk it back, I'm going to torch a little bit more, because I haven't got much through here. And that way, when I walk the paint back, I can stretch out those cells again. But oh, that's looking so pretty. Look at it. Cells aren't huge. It's okay. You know, they're different. Each time you do a painting, your cells are different, because your mix might be a little bit thicker this time. If your cells are a bit bigger, your lip mix might be a little bit thinner. You know, you think that you mix your paint the same every time, but sometimes it's just a little bit different. Getting a few here. Look, there's some little light blue ones coming down. I'm just going to zoom you in a little bit while those cells are contemplating popping up. How's that? Okay. I like these colours. And also, because I tilted and covered one side and then torched, my cells will only grow because I've stretched it once. If you pour your paint and torch straight away and then tilt that way, then your cells grow, and then you have to tilt back this way, your cells grow even more. So they will get bigger, although you do run the chance of them being out of shape and going all wonky. So you have to sort of decide, do I want smaller, perfectly shaped cells, or do I want to go for bigger cells, which may be, you know, a little bit more wonky? So that you've got to sort of decide that as well, because you can control your cells. Oh no, look, I got too close there. I should not have touched the torch again. Oh, these cells are really pretty though. I'm just going to have to deal with those because I've already tilted off that way. I can't go off that way again. I'm just going to bring the weight of the paint back to the middle a little bit. I'll turn it round so I'm tilting towards you. I love that extra bit of beige in the middle. Not so keen on this side and that worm there. Oh, I don't think I can really get any of that off. I could try tilt it a little bit that way. I need to come back. Okay, let's walk the paint. Got a little bit of it off. Now the weight of the paint's just in the middle basically. Let's have a little look. Put it down. And a lot of people say to me, "Oh, you're wasting so much paint." Well, there is a bit there, but you have to have extra paint so that you can go over your sides. All around over your sides. No point having just enough and you can't make it to, you know, your corner over there without overstretching. Look at that. What do you think? I kind of want to get rid of a little bit more of this, but then I really like those brown cells just there. And this corner is really pretty. So I've got my stripies. Love this section. In the middle, this section not quite so much. It's got that, oh, I don't know, maybe this could be the bottom. You'd hang it so that that's the top, the lighter, and it gets darker and darker and darker with the blues. Those cells are really amazing, if I do say so myself. So let's not ruin them. Hey, let's just leave it like that. Now remember the 70-30 rule. If you're 70% happy with your painting, just leave it. You're never ever going to be 100% happy. Like, I'm not 100% happy because I've got this worm here. And, you know, my colours were a little bit more blended there. But look, that's just a tiny little thing in the whole painting. So don't be stressed about it. Like, don't try and, you know, tilt that off and ruin all this beauty here just to get this tiny little bit off. You know, no one else is going to notice it. You're the only one that's going to think, oh, that bugs me. But let that be your 30% that you don't like. And if you're in love with the rest of it, just leave it, because you could ruin it and then end up only liking 30% of it and hating the other 70%. So just be really careful. Know when to stop tilting. Know when to walk away. As Kenny Rogers would say, you've got to know when to hold them and know when to fold them. Hey. All right, so maybe this would be the bottom, and see, it gets lighter at the top there, so you might want to hang it that way. But oh, look at these cells. Let me show you some of these cells. I'll zoom in with my old camera phone. Hopefully with my new one I'll be able to zoom in a bit better for you. All right, so see how the white has gone around the outside, which is what I was hoping for, which was what I was telling you hopefully would happen. The white is the heavier pigmented paint, drops around the outside, and then the lighter ones pop through. Look at these brown ones. Oh, look at that. The white ring around the brown. Some of these here have actually got a few rings, which is lovely. We've got the white and we've got the dark brown. We've got the light brown. Let's go over here. I like that blue stripe. Go around here. Now this middle section I really like too. I've been doing geode resin pours, and I look at them now and I go, oh, it looks like a geode with the different rings, you know, the different colours. So that's where I got a little bit close and got a bit of Cell City happening there. And the same here, look, we've got the white rings on the outside and then the blue cells in the middle. Not all of them are like that. Some of them have sort of turned around and you might have some blue on the outside, but generally speaking, they have white rings. So always try and use at least one opaque. These ones here, oh yeah, they've got white around them too, haven't they? Really pretty. Okay, there we go. Hope you enjoyed that. Back to flip cut paws for a short period of time. And then I want to do another resin one after this. So I'll move this out of the way, get my resin out. But yeah, let me know what you want me to do for live, okay? All right. Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it. Love you all. See you real soon. Bye for now.